Hello and welcome to another edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Dithmini De Silva.
And I'm Kenza Farag. Now, before we take a look at your news in detail, let's take a look at your headlines.
News First headline.
In local news, President comments on country's economic situation in Parliament. Request to allow Indian fishing folk to enter Sea of Sri Lanka rejected. 3 railway officials suspended over Navalapitiya incident. In international news, World Food Programme says Northern Gaza aid convoy blocked. Finally, in sports, cricket, Dhoni links up with CSK in Chennai ahead of IPL 2024.
In the news in detail, President informs Parliament that he hopes to remove school exercise books, school supplies, medical supplies and medicines from the list of goods subject to VAT.
බේත් වැනි අංග වැට් බදු ලයිස්ට්යෙන් ඉවත් කිරීමට අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. අනාගතයේදී වැට් බදු ප්‍රතිශතය තවත් අඩු කිරීමට අපට හැකියාව ලැබෙනවා. අප දවසින් දවස ඉතා අසීරුවෙන් නමුත් ආර්ථිකය ශක්තිමත් කරනවා. ආර්ථිකය ශක්තිමත් වෙන්න ජනතාවට තව තවත් පහසුකම් ලබා දීමට ක්‍රියා කරනවා. මේ සියල්ල කරන්නේ සැලසුමකට අනුවයි. ආර්ථිකයට බරක් වන ආකාරයෙන් සහන ලබා දීමෙන් නැවත අපායකට රට ඇද දමන්න අපට බැහැ.
In more local news, Minister of Fisheries Douglas Devananda says a request by the Tamil Nadu government to allow Indian fisherfolk to engage in fishing in the Sea of Sri Lanka was rejected. He says the request was made over the phone by Tamil Nadu Fisheries Minister Anitha R. Radhakrishnan. During the telephone conversation, the Fisheries Minister of Tamil Nadu has requested permission to enter the Sea of Sri Lanka for a limited time period until a solution is found to the fisheries issues between the two countries. Speaking to Newsfirst, Minister Douglas Devananda said the fisheries issues can only be discussed after the Tamil Nadu government assures that Indian fishing folk will not enter the Sea of Sri Lanka.
මේ දවස 4න් ඉස්සර අර තමිල්නාඩු දීවර අමිතුමා අනිතා රාධාක්‍රිෂ්ණන් මාත් එක්ක ෆෝන් එකේ කතා කරා. එතුමා කිව්වා මේක අපි මේ ප්‍රශ්නෙට අපි විසඳුම කරන්න ඕන. මට ඒ පැත්තේ ආවිලා කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා ඇහුවා. මම කිව්වා මට ආවිලා කතා කරන්න ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ. ඕගලංග පොරොන්දු වෙන්න ඕන මේ පැත්තේ එන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. අපේ මොහොතේ එන්නේ නැහැ කියලා ඕගලංග පොරොන්දු නම් මම ආවිලා කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා කිව්වා. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ පොරොන්දුනා පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ චීෆ් මිනිස්ටර් ස්ටාලින් තුමාත් එක්ක කතා කරලා ඒ තුමාත් පොරොන්දුනා. දැන් ඉලෙක්ෂන් දවසනේ දෙතන නොමිනේෂන් ඒ වගේ ඒ BC එක ඉන්නවා. ඒක ටික ඉවර කරලා පස්සේ අපි ආයි පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්.
Now moving on to other local news, 3 officials were suspended in connection with an incident in which 2 foreign nationals were allegedly assaulted by a group of employees at the Navalapitiya railway station. Railway General Manager HMK Bandara says 2 station masters and a controller were suspended and a comprehensive investigation is underway regarding the incident. 2 British nationals who were travelling in the Podimanike train from Colombo to Badulla found themselves embroiled in an ugly situation yesterday.
Moving on to your international news.
International news.
The World Food Programme says its first attempt in 2 weeks to bring food aid to northern Gaza was blocked by the Israel Defense Forces. The UN agency says the convoy of 14 lorries was turned back at a checkpoint and was later looted by crowds of desperate people. It comes a day after the World Health Organization said children are dying of starvation in northern Gaza.
Sports News.
Now in sports news, MS Dhoni has arrived in Chennai for their preparatory camp 17 days before the new IPL season will kick off on the 22nd of March. Having undergone surgery on his left knee in June after leading Chennai Super Kings to their 5th IPL title last season, Dhoni will return to action this IPL. Dhoni had played the entire IPL 2023 season with a heavily strapped knee, and though he was swift behind the stumps, he often struggled in front of it while running between the wickets.
And that's all the news we have for you for this edition of Yes 101 Visual Radio. Stay tuned for more updates to News First. For the News First team, I'm Keza Farooq.
And I'm Rithmini De Silva. Thank you.
Thank you.